Okay. The other thing that I want to talk about is your instructions assignment, and this is really, the resume and cover letter is the assignment that folks generally comment on in their feedback on the course. They say that it's really beneficial, that they really enjoyed it, they got a lot out of it, and that's great. And I realize why that is, and that's because that has a direct relationship to you getting a job, and that's certainly really important. I would say, from my vantage point as the instructor, the second most important assignment in this class is the instructions assignment. And the reason for that is that most workplaces are organized based on a set of procedures. In many places, they're called standard operating procedures. Sometimes they're called desk-level procedures, but they're the things that organize the work that we do, and they're really important. And so the ability to guide people's actions is super important. Okay, we want to be able to explain to people how to do things. Now, it's really easy on this assignment to set the bar for yourself really low and to just hold yourself accountable to getting somebody from point A to point B. Okay, and really good instructions do much more than that. Okay, instructions in the workplace do a number of things that are really, really important, and so that's why they have to be optimal. Really good instructions aren't just a list of steps. Instead, they are the most efficient way to do something. They are the most cost-effective way to do something. They are the safest way to do something. They are the way to do something that puts the least amount of stress on the equipment or the tools. They're the least frustrating way to do something. Okay, so what I really want you to think about in this exercise as we write our instructions is not about getting somebody from point A to point B. That's easy. Anybody could do that. It's not hard. But what I want you to think about is, can I get somebody from point A to point B matching all of those superlatives that I just list? The most efficient, the safest, the most cost-effective, okay, with the least frustration. And that's the goal that we need to set for ourselves. And so that's something that we're really going to reflect on, because instructions are super important in the workplace. Okay? Instructions are the way that we maintain quality. They're the way that we maintain safe work environments. They're the way that we maintain compliance. They're the way that we make sure that we're not damaging needlessly or putting undue stress on equipment and tools. And so it's really important for us to be very skilled at writing instructions that do this. Okay, later in the week, I'm going to teach you a three-step or three-move process to writing instructions, and it's organized around three things: staging, coaching, and alerting. Okay, there's also a handout about this, and I'm going to illustrate these in another video lecture, so you don't have to worry about this now. We're at about 15 minutes as it is. But just keep that in mind, that as I'm asking you to write these instructions, and keep in mind this is worth 20% of your grade, so this is not an insignificant assignment. It's really easy to think, I'm going to turn in a list of 15 steps. That's not good enough. Okay, we want to make sure that the user of these instructions gets through this procedure that you're writing about with the least amount of frustration, the least amount of unanswered questions, with the least amount of waste, with the least opportunity to get injured or to harm themselves or damage something. So we're really shooting for something that's much greater than from A to B. We're trying to write an optimal set of instructions that leads to consistent, predictable, safe, efficient outcomes.